Peace, peace, peace. Back in time with yet another most pristine, fine, and definitely most sincere and genuine new video. Brother Henry Hank Soul Conscious, number 4400. For those of you that may be new to my stations or channels, welcome. Peace and many blessings to you. For those of you that are familiar, welcome back. Please remember to hit the notification bell so you can be notified on my stations. Like, share, subscribe, sub for sub if you like, donate if you once in a while to the cause if you may. I usually take, most of the time, I take part of my donations and I give it to charity, and then I use part of it to support the hard work of my stations to get the positive information out to the communities and stuff. But anyway, welcome back. Shalom. All the best in life. I hope you're doing well. If not, I hope things get better soon. Most of the time, I devote most of my videos to more serious topics, but like that old paraphrase, that old saying, every so often in life, you have to take a break and lighten up and recharge your batteries and have a little fun or relax or do something to reduce the stress. Sometimes it could be exercise, and I do exercise, but sometimes it could be, doing a video or videos about lighter topics. So since it's been a little while since I've done a movie reviews video, I figured I'd take a little brief time. Most recently, I saw two films more than once. One was Death on the Nile, and the other was the debut of Marvel's Morbius. Um, so anyway, let's get to it. And if movies aren't for you or you're not into that, feel free to browse the other videos on my stations and channels. I know that every topic or every video or every station or channel is not for everybody. So even if it's not for you, you could browse other topics or you could share with someone else who it may be more suited for. So anyway, Revenge on the Nile. Unfortunately, I don't have the cast infos in front of me, but basically, it is the story of a world famous detective named Perot. He gets invited to go on a wedding trip, which goes partly through the Nile with a young couple, and the young woman gets killed. Now, I don't want to give away too much because, in case there may be some of you that may not have seen it. So, if you want to wait until after you see it to comment or give your feedback or come back at a later time, or that's okay, it's up to you. But if you have seen it, feel free to either one or both of these films, like me, feel free to share your thoughts, perspective, opinions, or facts, or whatever else you may want to share about it. But basically, he has to, go through the process after the wife is murdered of narrowing down the suspects on the ship. They have a cast of intriguing characters, a lesbian couple, the suspicious husband who claims that he left his former girlfriend for her out of the blue. You have the shady and mysterious cousin of hers, of the former bride to be that gets murdered, and all that kind of stuff. And it goes through a lots of twists and turns, and at the end, it turns out that it was actually, a setup by, hint, hint, by the former but still hidden behind the scenes girlfriend and who. But like I said, I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil the ending for anybody. Also, the next film is Morbius, about the Dr. Michael Morbius, who was formerly an orphan with his friend Milo. By his director there, sees that he's talented, so at a young age he sends him to a special school to become a doctor, and he spends most of his life trying to find a cure for him and Milo and people like him. And he finds somewhat of a cure, but it turns out to have negative sides to it, in that he has to consume artificial and regular blood and different things to sustain the supernatural powers he gets from merging his DNA with those of bats from outside the country. And his friend or so-called step-brother, or adopted brother from the orphanage, Will, or or something like that. Fortunately, I don't have to cast names and info in front of me. Or Milo, I mean, pardon me. He takes the serum against his vice, and it causes all kind of havoc, and then he has to find a way to work with his fellow partner, a female doctor, to try to find a way to stop or contain Milo while dealing with the stuff that he did by accident when he first couldn't control it when he transformed. But like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail and spoil it for those that haven't seen it. But overall, I think that both of these films were fairly decent. Some people may disagree. Some people's, they have mixed reviews for both films. But overall, I thought both films in their own way were fairly decent. I don't think, generally speaking, there's any such thing as a perfect film, because we're all people. We all have strengths, weaknesses, shortcomings, and we can make mistakes. As far as I'm concerned, the only one that's 100% perfect is the Lord, or Creator, the man upstairs himself, as far as I know. But anyway, overall, I think based on the material that they were given, Death on the Nile was based on a former Agatha Christie novel, and MORBIUS, considering it's a comic book character, I think overall they did fairly well. They did the best that they could given what they were given. But anyway, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, sub for sub. Keep in touch. Please hit the bell button and hit the like button if you don't mind. Please check back my stations as often as you can. Visit as often as you like. Peace and many blessings, and I'll catch you guys on the fly in the next one. Peace, peace.